everybody. My name is Chloe and I'm the Family Programs Coordinator here at the Wyckoff House Museum. Today I'm going to show you how to make a simple festive craft that has its roots in some very interesting history that is surprisingly pertinent today. That's right, we're making pomanders. So gather up your materials and let's get started. For this craft, what you're going to need is an orange or tangerine or clementine. I guess really any citrus fruit would be fine. You're going to need whole cloves, and these are really hard to see on camera, but they should look like this, just a little guy. If you have whole star anise, you can also use that. I just don't have any on me right now. Then you will also need some ribbon and a pair of scissors to cut the ribbon with. So, I have a couple of finished pomanders here. You can make whatever design you want, but let me just show you a couple of mine. So this one doesn't have any ribbon on it, and this one does. So, what you're gonna do, it's very simple, is you're just going to take some cloves, and as you can see, they have a pointy end. And you're just going to gently stab these cloves into your citrus fruit. So this is a little bit time consuming. If you want to have a design, it's pretty easy to make one. I'm gonna write out my initials for this one. So if you really want to get persnickety about it, you could try taking a ballpoint pen and drawing out your design here on the skin of the orange first. You should keep in mind that this craft goes a little bit better if your fruit is a little bit fresher. So if you are having trouble sticking those cloves in there, that might be because your clementine or your orange is a little bit old. And my solution to that is, I don't know, get a fresh one. Or keep paper towels on hand because it's gonna get messy. So if you are as far into your craft as I am right now, you might be noticing that this smells absolutely delicious. So what is a pomander? A pomander is actually kind of two different things. This version that we're making is a little bit more modern. It's a little bit less fancy, and this is the version with a fruit, usually an orange or an apple, that has been totally studded in cloves, and then traditionally you would cure this, just drying it slowly, and it does stay good for quite a long time if you cure it. These ones I'm not going to cure. I would say that they stay good for maybe a couple weeks. But the original version of a pomander is actually a little bit more like a metal incense holder. What it is a little ball that would be filled with solid perfume. And this originated in the Middle Ages as a way for wealthy people to kind of show off their status and have something that smells really nice that they could carry around on their person. So you would usually either have it on a chain on your belt or a smaller version that would be on a ring or on a bracelet so that you can just carry it and smell it, right? So why do this? First of all, because it looks nice, it smells good, it lets people know that you have the money to do those things. But there's also another reason. Back in the day, they thought that diseases were spread via miasmas or vapors in the air, basically bad smells. So if you smell a bad smell, the thinking would go, then you would get sick. So to prevent getting sick, you're supposed to smell a good smell. So obviously we now know that this is not the way that works, but it does kind of make sense why you would think this, right? Because we know that there are a lot of diseases that are spread through dung or poop. We know also that when people and animals are sick, they might not smell so good. So it kind of has its own logic, but scientifically we know that this is not correct. We've all learned a lot about diseases over the last year, And now we are all, just like back in the Middle Ages and Renaissance period when these were so popular, we are now all becoming very aware of the air around us that we are breathing once again. So pomanders, just to be clear, do not protect you from COVID-19. But it's very funny that now we're starting to do things like wearing masks and trying very hard not to get our breath droplets on other people and vice versa. So in this sense, yes, this is a virus that is spread in the air, although not through vapors. So if you're anything like me, you might be spending a lot of time this winter at home alone, decorating your house and wishing that you could travel to be with your family. This is not an antidote for that, but it is a very lovely and very traditional way to decorate your house during what is, for some people, a festive holiday season. It smells really great and is nice because you can leave it sitting around. You can hang it. If you celebrate Christmas and you have a Christmas tree, this is a great kind of ornament to decorate your Christmas tree with. If you would like to give one as a gift, you can. You might be aware that oranges and other citruses are winter fruits, at least here in the northern hemisphere. So this is actually kind of the poor man's version of a pomander. This would have been made because oranges were still kind of a luxury item, but they were a little bit more accessible to people who had some money, but not a ton of money, as opposed to ambergris from sperm whales and musk from, I don't know, ermine. There were a lot of very exotic ingredients that went into this pomander perfume. So if you celebrate Sinterklaas or St. Nicholas Day, like the Dutch family, the Wyckoffs, did, this is something that you might find in your shoes on December 6th. This was a pretty common present because this is the time of year for oranges to grow, and this would be kind of a special, luxurious treat for people living up here in the cold Northeast in the winter. So, I think I've finished my design for now. It has my initials, which are going to be backwards because you're on a camera. And what I'm going to do now is wrap my ribbon around it. I'm going to cut a little bit more than I think I need. Let's go with this. And as you can see with this one, I wrapped it around twice, so it's kind of like a present. It makes that X shape on the bottom. I'm going to try to do the same thing with this, but it might not go so well. As you can tell, the fatal flaw here is that I did not plan out my design around the ribbon. I don't recommend that. Alright, so here's one go around. I guess I could hang it from this knot, or I could also make another loop to attach on here. I think I might leave it like this for right now. So if you make a pomander of your own, I hope that you are able to share a picture and tag us. We would love to see it. If you have any interesting historical tidbits, maybe traditions from your family about pomanders or related winter crafts, I would love to hear about them. In the meantime, I hope everyone is staying safe, healthy, and cozy, and we hope you have a wonderful December. See you next time.